Just, you know, it's a wild country up here. You get crocodiles and you know, sharks and jellyfish and just all the strange things that people seem to gravitate towards.
For news photography, you learn to deal with situations as they occur and not planning a lot. If you're on shift, whatever the job needs to be done, you do.
Because we work on a newspaper, you really just have to shoot whatever's there at the time of day when you're sent. So, and I guess the thing is to try and make it look reasonably natural, but to still highlight the subjects and capture a bit of, tell the story.
There are photographers that would spend a whole day sitting in one spot waiting for the light to come through the clouds correctly. We're not blessed with that. Not always looking, but when there's one there and you see it, you know that if you drive past and you don't get it, you'll regret it.
I've been here that long, and look, you know, sometimes the Cairns Historical Society is interested in me now. Obviously you get editorial direction, but there is also that creative leeway as well that you can.
More in like the 6 weeks when I first started, it was just a crazy transformation. You have to really grow up quickly. Yeah, there's always something that goes through your head where it's, yeah, how far will I go to get the picture?
And yes, we generally all do have a camera with us all the time.
And this is quintessential all the characters I've met in these country pubs. The old guys that sit at the end of the bar and have stories for years gone before. I went up and got some shots of a shed that had burnt down earlier in the day, but this shot I like is just the dramatic light right on twilight. I like the background shots, the candid shots if you can get them, especially when the light is, you notice a face that's lit really well with a bit of character in it.
I think there was some diesel or petrol in the back of the truck and it caught fire, and then the whole heap of tyres that they were carrying caught fire. And yeah, I did have a long lens. I wasn't going to get too close because there were a couple of big booms where I guess the petrol tank of the truck caught fire and gave me a bit of a fright and kept on shooting. And being dancers, they're quite used to using their bodies to tell a story. Any photo in a newspaper, what you're out there to do is try and tell a story, whether it's dancers or rescue helicopter guys. If you can draw people in so that they read the story, that's your job done. If you can make it interesting enough that people engage with the paper and open it and want to see what it's about, that's what we're here to do.
A bit of a storm coming over Trinity Inlet that was a rainbow for a fraction, maybe half a minute. Just a reminder of, you know, how dramatic nature can be up here and how beautiful it is, and just how constantly it changes. Okay, he's going to hate me for this, I'll say it straight up. I've chosen this photo because he came to the photo shoot with no pants. So I'm sorry, Sergeant Chris, who had been in the police force for 30-something years and was retiring as the boss of the Cairns Watch House. We've got two baby sugar gliders. Half a second later, one had crawled over the top of the other and disappeared, and managed to get that frame. And
I didn't think one particular exposure would capture his whole talent spectrum, so I thought I'd just combine them. Anything with a sense of motion about it. It's not static, staying in front of you. It's one of the things I enjoy about sport. In the action of sport, there rarely is anything set up, or you capture reality. Yeah, that's a DJ. This is how he fantasised himself relaxing after a hard night of DJ work.
And I saw this male peacock and he started to put his feathers up. So I got on the long lens, and it was just, yeah, beautiful with the shape and formation and the colours. It's quite vibrant. I don't know, it's such a cute, perfect image of the young pup, and he had that mange, so they were trying to get him back to health. I was driving around trying to find the shot, and I came across this shot, and I knew the silhouette would probably work really well. It shows the intensity of it, this massive wall of fire behind this heroic figure.
He's got a coffee shop in an alley in Grafton Street. I got him outside there. It was a really late afternoon, and I just like all the elements, and with him sitting there, I don't know, just the composition really appealed to me. I rang GBR to see what they were doing, and they said they were going on a night mission out to the bulk oil carrier. I said, oh, that'd be great. Could you fly in front of the moon for me? It was just really good. I've never shot a photo like that before. And Kendall Schuller, yeah, she's, I'm only human. She's a local Cairns model. She makes my job a lot easier because she's so professional at what she does, and she's been doing it for such a long time.
It's all I've known in my serious working life, but I get to see the best and worst of the society I live in. And you see the good and the bad, and I'm never stuck in the same place twice.
So I think as long as you approach everyone, just treat them the same and with respect, and and try and assess what situation they're in and so forth. As long as you're kind and don't be too bossy to people, they're generally pretty good.
The variety and the dynamic nature of the environment up here is beyond compare to anywhere else that I've worked or lived in the world. So
In press work, every day is different. There's nothing, no two jobs are the same.
Yeah, it's pretty full on. You get some really good jobs. You get some average jobs, but it's very interesting. You get to meet very charismatic, interesting people.
A lot of stuff you just drive by and don't give a second thought to, but in this game, as a press photographer especially, you just need to be attuned on a bit of a different level to see these things and say, oh, you know, that's a good picture, and yeah, try and capture it as best you can.